Hey sailors, it's the girl with the lighthouse tattoo, and I got vaccinated! Yay! Probably the most important moment of 2021 for me so far would be my vaccine appointment today. So it says no photos or videos inside, so we'll see if I'll be allowed to sneak anything. Probably not, but we'll see. Either way, I'm very stoked to get my vaccine. How exciting. I'm gonna get poked.
One eternity later.
Well, I did it. I got vaccinated, and I'm pretty excited that it was done. It was very easy, very painless. I mean, you're also speaking to someone with a ton of tattoos, so I'm used to a much more painful experience when there are needles involved, so it was fine. It was really fine, and I'm glad it's done, and it was fairly simple. They gave me this little record. But the thing that I'm excited about is I got some actual stickers that say that I'm vaccinated. But obviously you couldn't take any pictures or videos in there. They were pretty stiff and like particular on that. So I didn't even try to pull out my phone. I was like, okay, I'm not going to be the one asshole ignoring this many signs all over everything. It's like a little bit ridiculous to try to play something that poorly, you know, like it's just not a nice thing to do. Anyways, the experience itself was pretty interesting. I showed up about 10 minutes before my appointment, and there was a gigantic lineup, and so I got in the line, and there was someone going through the first step fairly easily and quickly. That first step was changing into an ICBC issued mask and sanitizing our hands twice through that process. And that was pretty funny to me because, like, okay, so the first person was just going through fairly quickly, announcing every so often, then moving on, like, you know, let's get people into the building. And then I'm the second to last person. Like, they change, the lady changes the guy in front of me's mask, or like gives it to him on the little tongs. And then it's about to be my turn, but he's still standing there. He hasn't been able to move forward. And then this older gentleman, probably at least 70, maybe more, comes and he goes off, and it's a performance to him, and he's like, okay, when you come and get your mask, it's gonna be $5. And then like after a little bit, he's like, yeah, don't forget that $12.73 that you owe me. And like, just like being a goofy old man, you know, trying to pass the time. And then he saw some people wearing Converse, and he's like, ooh, I should have worn my Converse too. It was pretty adorable, actually. And like, considering there's a lineup on the other side of that door anyways, like at least he helped us pass the time rather than just like quickly going through the lineup. Like at first I was like, oh my God, what are you doing, old man? Why are you putting on a show here? This is not like, you know, a circus or something. You know, what are you on about? But after we got inside and I realized, oh, there's a whole nother line in here, and I basically don't have to wait at all because this guy just like kept us busy. That's cool. So went up, showed them my ID, got the card here, the immunization record card. You know, and then like after showing them my ID, which has my care card on it, which is my like health information for people not from British Columbia. And so, yeah, after that, the next step was yet another lineup, but that was a little bit longer, but not as long as the lineup outside for the mask change. So once we're in the third lineup, which was the medium one, I was waiting to be directed to the person who's actually going to give me the vaccination. And it was quite funny. The guy in front of me and me were supposed to go up at the same time, and they told me to go to number 10 and the other guy to number 5. But he went to number 10 because it was closer, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm going to number 5. But the lady that I got was cool, so it turned out pretty good. So I went to her, and she was pretty cool and gave me some compliments about my shirt. Gallows represent. This is very old school shirt for anyone who listened to old school Gallows back in the mid 2000s or so. Yeah, like obviously it's an L with a snake and its guts. Anyways, I'm a fan of the shirt. I feel like it goes with my tattoos and stuff, especially as I age and they grow and I'm more covered. This shirt just looks cooler and cooler, but it's tiny. So I wore a really long skirt to kind of balance it out, and I feel like the colors all match. It's cool. Anyways, I'll show you my outfit later. I am getting distracted. So anyways, the lady gives me my shot, and she like positioned it so it would go into one of the little squares in my tattoo. And yeah, she even made a comment, "Oh, we can get it right in the star." And I was like, "It's a square, but yeah." She was very cute about it. And yeah, it was a painless experience. It just took a while. After that, I had to sit and wait for the 15 minutes to make sure that I wasn't going to pass out or anything ridiculous like that. So I had this weird little waiting area. And then when I got up, that's when I got these I'm COVID-19 vaccinated stickers on the way out after I sanitized my hands yet again. I don't know how many times I sanitized my hands in there, but enough to prove my hands were clean, I swear. Yeah, it was probably about an hour, maybe a little bit less. And honestly, like obviously could have been managed a little bit better. That was like a total chaos mess. Anyways, I'll get better at vlogging, guys. I'm still new at this, but I figured getting a vaccine was like a pretty important moment. And although I couldn't actually show you guys inside, it was a pretty cool experience. Like, I mean, just to say that, living in this time, in this day and age, that you live through it and you have like a record of it for the future, because this is such a strange, like, experience. I don't know. Anyways, yet again, tangent, but yeah, overall, pretty painless experience. Just took a while. Slightly mismanaged. People were slightly too close together. I mean, nonsense like that, but nothing major, actually, to worry about, It was pretty good. It's done. First dose down. Well, I did it. I got vaccinated.